Showtime. Yeah, what's going on, good peoples? Today, this is my fifth episode of Visual Diaries, man. Can you believe that? My fifth episode. One, two, three, four, five. Man, I'm super hype about that. So yeah, man, consistency. That's what it's giving me. I'm giving consistency, and this is what it allowed me to get to. It helped me to get to 5 episodes. Man, it used to take me years at the rate that I was going to get 5 episodes of YouTube on YouTube. 5 episodes on YouTube. Now it takes me just 5 weeks because I'm doing once a week. Like I say, I'm glad that you beat me here other than meeting me here. But again, my name is Nate Brown. I'm a content creator. I'm doing this full time. I'm happy to say that. I'm doing everything under the sun, man, to actually enhance the next creator's mind and help them grow into what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because we all are artists at the end of the day. Am I right? I mean, come on now. You learn how to do some creative things out there in the world. Am I right? You know what I mean? So you need to acknowledge that and become that, you know? What this past week has demanded of me. I've done a lot this past week. Man, I've signed up to a marathon. I'll talk about that later on in the episode. I've did my typical run. Obviously, that's what, if anything, demanded anything out of this week was my running. Duh. Um, and I also publicly put myself out there. I initially went online, which is on my IG and whatnot. And if you haven't tuned in on IG, it's Create with Nate, just as well as you see it on this platform here. Though follow me, shameless plug. But yeah, I have initially put myself out there publicly on my story by saying on last Wednesday, my son's Thursday night game, he played basketball for college. I was going to take my camera out there to shoot, come home to edit, and not alone post that game. What you think I done? I get to that later too. Though yet, I'm like realizing that I'm coming out of this shell that I've been hibernating in, and I'm getting I'm beginning to see things much clearer now because the rain is gone. You know what I'm saying? But I am super hype about the things that I'm doing. Um, Staying dedicated to the things that I love to do, which is run. Not only am I a content creator, but a guy like to get out there and move, man. I like to get out there and earpods on. No, I don't care what miles that I'm going. I'm just gonna go, and I'm gonna find my way back home. You know, I love long distance running because it helps me with my mentals and it helps me get through the storm that's going on in my head as an artist. You know, so that's one caveat that I love about running. You know, so yeah, back to this game. Better yet, before we get to this game, it's something that I didn't feel like doing this past week, but I end up doing it anyway. And I'm glad that I did. But it was the read. Yeah, it took me some time to get back in the book because I was busy and whatnot. So it went from 10 pages one day or two, then 30 pages the next day. And at the same time, I just wasn't feeling like reading. But yet, I just started. And when I started, again, I just had grown interest in going further in the books and whatnot. The book I'm reading right now is called Know Thyself. Man, that's a powerful teaching book. Um, Let me find out the book. Let me go find the book. Okay, here's the book. The book is Know Thyself. This right here, fire, bro. Shout out to the homie Shango and whatnot out there in New York, man. He put me onto that book. He recommended that book. And I tell you, it's a short read. Look how thin the book is. Short read. Short read. But this book blew my mind, bro. So far. It's definitely what I'm looking for. I may read it again. Like I give it a month or so. I'm gonna put another book in place after I finish that. But I'm gonna go back to that book, bro. That book is awesome. But yeah, I took it upon myself to just read and didn't feel like doing it, but I did it anyway. So I'm here to let you know the things that you don't feel like doing, just give it a try. Just give yourself a start. The momentum is already there. If you start, the momentum is going to follow. Best believe it, man. Master that momentum, man. Master that momentum. But yeah, my next thing was I felt like I wasn't going to keep my word. Real talk. When it came to that game, I publicly said, yeah, I'm gonna shoot it, I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to just post it and whatnot. I've been going through a creative rut lately, like not really feeling the work that I was putting out. I'm out here dishing out all this motivation and trying to get, people to understand where they are mentally. At the same time, I'm dealing with the same demons. You know what I'm saying? So, what I find myself doing is if I hold myself accountable, not only not myself, but if my audience can hold me accountable on the things that I say, then I have a greater chance of keeping my word. So when it came to the game, I thought I was gonna be the first one to step up and say I couldn't get it done. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought I said I wasn't gonna get it done, but something told me to stick in there, stick in the fight. So it was Valentine's weekend too, man. So I had to spend some time with my lady. It was a lot going on this weekend. I just felt like I didn't have the time to actually do it. I was running to that excuse that I didn't have enough time. I went and wasted the time that I did. Well, as I explain a little more in depth, you'll understand why I don't feel like I wasted. But I felt like I wasted the time because I took it upon myself to act brand new. Instead of going out looking for a beat and whatnot or a soundtrack, I took it upon myself to try to make my own soundtrack. So what I do, I invested. I invested into this DAW called Ableton Live, Ableton Live 12. Dope platform. I love it. And I will be in it. You know what I'm saying? But I got on Skillshare, learned some things. Shout out to Skillshare on how to operate it. Then I just like took it upon myself to try to, finagle up a beat and whatnot so I can have something to have as a soundtrack for this because I really felt like this was real big. I was trying to make a movie out of this moment. You know what I'm saying? Which it was a great moment. My boys, they blew them boys out by 30. Gosh, don't matter. Ain't that something? And it's crazy the coach said it early, but that's here and there. But like I said, I took it upon myself to utilize that program, but I realized I was putting too much time in it. I put more time into that program, Ableton Live, trying to come up with a soundtrack that I did the whole edit. That's crazy. Don't yet. Here I go. I started. And once I started, I built the momentum. And when I built the momentum, it eventually came to me as if like, okay, you got to do something about this. So what I did was I put it to the side. I went, when I feel like I've got too much on my mind, I just actually have a minimum crash. So I go and take a nap. As I take the nap, I get up. I felt like I was wasting more time than anything. I wasn't going to meet my mark, which is to post this. It was going to be another time me going out there with my camera, of the many times I did go out with my camera and let not only the people that was looking forward to me down, but myself. So yeah, I say, you know what? I'm gonna cut off everything. After Valentine's, I'm just gonna solely focus on the edit. I'm not gonna leave this room until I finish the edit. So I took time out. look at every clip, got all the good spots done, organized. Then I took it upon myself to actually say no to myself on trying to make the soundtrack by sitting there thinking I'm gonna learn a whole program within like 2 or 3 days. It's more to learn, man. I love music, but it's more to learn to it. It's a science. So trust and believe. After what I was watching and what I was going over one night, it's definitely a science. So I'm gonna take my time out to say that that's what bothered me. So I put that to the side, got the editing, found the record, got the cutting, um, put it together. I sprinkled, that salt up there and this, that, and so for that seasoning and everything. And I actually got it done. Yes. Yes. And as soon as I post that jammy, yo, I actually was really proud of it. Not only that I was proud of it, the people spoke for it too. They really enjoyed that clip. They really enjoyed it. And I was real proud to know the fact of I've spoken on something a couple of days ago. Not only that I shot it, I edited, I posted, and I felt good about it. As a creator, a lot of us get in our heads feeling like we need to do better. So we got to hold on to it because we got to add on. We got to hold on to it because I didn't get this. I didn't get that. I didn't feel as if like it's funny that you just feel these obstacles, all these things go in your head to give you the option to just stop what you're doing and feel like a failure. But you're not a failure. You prove it to yourself when you just actually post whatever that you create because it's not your job to judge it. It's the world. What you have created, that came from you. That was your unique fingerprint to add to the art in this world. So when you feel like I need this, I need that, or I need to do more of this, I need to do more of that, take a lot of this away from it, do yourself a favor. Just stop trying to perfect the art. Just put out what's on your heart. Don't hold it back. Just let it go. Because it's already crying to be put out there. Now I've seen some things I know I can tighten up, but the things that we tighten up, it's not on the project in hand, it's on the next project. A lot of us don't get that. I don't know why we don't get that. But a lot of us just don't get that. So I'm here to tell you, man, just post it. Just post it. Please just post it. It's cool. All right. Now, with all that being said, let's go into the message that kept hitting me in the face this week. It was one word. It was one word that was hitting me in the face consistently this week. That was commitment. That was committing to whatever I put my word on and do. Comes to running, comes from the video, and last but not least, like I said, I was going to get back to the marathon. I told myself that I wanted to run a marathon this year. Matter of fact, last year I ran a half marathon, felt great about it, and I knew from that point on that I could handle that 26 miler, 26.1 to be exact. I've said I'm going to give myself a try, and Lord knows I gave myself a try. It was some walking in the mix after that 18th mile, but I know I got some work to do. I'm going to be more at my pace with it. And I'm going to challenge myself not to walk in this marathon. And the last marathon, like I say, the last time I say I reached the 26 miles, I did 26.6 one time. And I did that by myself. I did that just for a personal record for myself. You know what I'm saying? It took me a long time, but I got through. But I said I'm going to commit to actually sign up and register for a marathon. So this year, March 21st, 22nd, or the case may be, Shamrock, I'm going to be there and I'm going to go ahead and run Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, I'm going to go for the whale. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go for the whale. So I'm hype about that. But I committed. I committed back then. I pictured myself knowing that I'm going to get through this marathon. And here I am, signed up, ready to deliver. You know what I'm saying? Committing has really showed me a difference in my life this past week. Well, these past couple of weeks, these past couple of months, hell, this year. You know what I'm saying? And I feel good about it. This is my committing, my fifth show on Visual Diaries right here. You witnessing it. Man, super dope, yo. Super dope. So the next question obviously is, what am I going to be committing to next week? My son's team, they blew out them guys and whatnot this past week on that, as you can see on that on that video you saw there. But that got them advanced to go into the playoffs. So I'm super hype about that. So I'm gonna go out there again to record this one, edit that one, and post it. Feel like I'm on to something. But I keep doing things like that. Feeling good about it. That will be my commitment for next week. Also, start feeling like reading a little bit more. Yeah, that part. Go do what you do great and create. Run it up. See you in the next one. Oh, by the way, it's another shameless plug. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the thumbs up if you can. Hit that notification bell for the next week. Again, at 3. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. You did.